Hello, everyone. In this video, we are going to demonstrate how to file a 941P-ME pass-through withholding return. This is a logged-in activity, so you must have a Maine tax portal username and be logged in to do this. We will begin on the logged-in homepage, also known as the summary screen. Please note this demonstration is not meant to provide instructions on how to calculate pass-through withholding, but merely how to file the 941P-ME return on the Maine tax portal. There's ample guidance and instructions on calculating pass-through entity withholding available on our website at maine.gov/revenue. We will begin on the summary screen where we navigate to the pass-through withholding account panel and select the View and File Returns link. We then select the period we wish to file for and select the File Now link. The first screen asks if the return is being filed by a paid preparer. If so, we would select yes and then enter the relevant information. Today, we are going to select no and then next. The third-party designee screen allows the option to add a person for Maine Revenue Services to discuss the return with. If we wish to add a designee, we would select yes and then enter the relevant information. Today, we will select no and click next. Please note the Save Draft button at the bottom of the screen, which allows you to save your progress and continue filing the return later. You can also cancel your filing by selecting the Cancel button. This will not save your progress. Also, if you need to return to a prior screen to correct information during your filing, you can select the Previous button or click a previous screen name in the blue bar at the top. We are now on the Business Information screen, where we are asked if we are filing a federal Form 1065 or an 1120S. We will indicate that we file Form 1065 with a yes option. And a yes to Form 1065 intentionally inactivates the 1120S question, which is why it's grayed out. We will select yes to claiming a compliant taxpayer or composite filing exemption on behalf of a non-resident member. This will cause Schedule 3P to appear later in the filing process. Next, we enter the number of non-resident members. We have 3. We will select yes to having an interest in or having received main source income from another pass-through entity K1. And lastly, we will select no to the fiscal year question. If our entity operated on a fiscal year, we would choose yes and enter the applicable dates. Select next to proceed. Since we indicated our entity had an ownership interest in or had received main source income from another pass-through, we are asked to provide the other pass-through entity's name and their FEIN. If your entity had multiple such relationships, you would make multiple entries, one for each pass-through entity. Let's enter XYZ Inc. and then FEIN 123456789. We then select next. The Schedule 1P asks for our entity apportionment information. Let's enter $100,000 for Maine sales and $500,000 for everywhere sales. Next, we enter the apportionment factor of 20%. Lastly, we enter the total entity income of $250,000. Once we are satisfied that the entries are correct, we select next. The Schedule 2P asks for input of each member's pass-through withholding. Please note that lower tier entity withholding and real estate withholding are not to be included on a pass-through withholding return. If your entity has many non-resident members, there is an option to use an Excel template to quickly import the information into the table. To take advantage of this, we have included links for upload instructions, the template itself, and the upload functionality here. Today, we will enter information for 2 non-resident members directly into the table. Let's enter Jill Jones, her Social Security number, her 33% distributive share, and her withholding of $4,500. Let's do the same for our other member, Sam Smith. He has the same 33% distributive share and 4,500 withholding amount. And we'll click Next to proceed. Since we selected yes earlier when asked if we had an exempt member, Schedule 3P now asks for input of the exempt member information. Let's enter Willa White, her Social Security number, her 34% ownership share, and a check mark that Willa is participating in a composite filing. Then select Next to proceed. The Pass-Through Entity Withholding Information screen displays the total amount of withholding from the Schedule 2P and provides an opportunity to get credit for estimate payments made throughout the year. Our entity did make estimated payments of $9,000 during the year, so we enter that now and then select Next. We are brought to an optional documentation screen where the Add Attachment link provides an opportunity to provide documents to support our filing. We do not have any documents to attach at this time, so we select Next. The Balance Due screen confirms that there is no additional amount due. If we did have an amount due, we would be provided an opportunity to make an electronic payment with our filing. Or if we had an overpayment, we would be provided an opportunity to enter direct deposit refund information. We will select Next to proceed. We're brought to the summary screen, which displays the total pass-through withholding entered earlier, and again displays no amount due with this filing. This screen provides one last chance to verify the filing is calculated according to your expectations. Everything looks correct, so we'll select Next. This brings us to the declaration screen, which asks us to read the declaration statement and check the box, declaring the filing to be true and correct. We are also required to enter the name of the person filing the return, and again for confirmation. And then we'll select Submit to transmit the filing to Maine Revenue Services. This brings us to our confirmation page, which displays the confirmation number for our return submission. As always, Maine Revenue Services recommends that you keep this number for your records. This confirmation number is your proof of filing. That concludes our demonstration of how to file a 941P-ME pass-through withholding return using the Maine tax portal. Thank you all for watching.